Reloaded, baby. Let's go. It's long time, baby. Stop what you're doing. Yeah, come join the nation. We're live. Let's go. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Yeah, come on. They say ain't no party like a long nation party. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Come on.
Are you not entertained?
I want Nation glory hole.
No doubt, Jerry. Let's go. Yo. It's the grind for your mind. Yeah. My God. Come on. Yeah. Bear with me. If you're on my Facebook group, I apologize. I didn't update the title. But you guys get with me. Yeah. It's okay. We still live like 95, baby. Come on. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Let's go. Yeah. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. Let's grind. Disregard the title, I didn't update it. Oh, Murphy Law. But still.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Come on. Yeah. It's the long time for your mind, baby. Come on. Y'all jump up in here one way or another. And if it's your birthday this month, happy birthday to you. Yeah. The haters, lean forward. Yeah. Go to your room. It's long time now, baby. Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here? Come on. Hey, ho, hey, ho. Let go. Slap the like button. Slap it. Yeah. Yeah, let's slap that like button. All the haters like, come on. Let's go. Punch that like button for the nation, baby. All right. Oh. It's all type of mix-ups here, but it's okay. Can't stop a tank with no key, baby. I'm back with it. Come on. Just a little delayed, but not denied. Yeah. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Yeah. Come on. Let go, baby. Let go, baby. Let go. It's a party. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Hey, it is what it is. I hit the wrong button here and hit the wrong button there. I forgot to update the title. So if you are on my Facebook group, the title can't be updated, while we live, but I can update it on the back end. You get what I'm saying, But hey, it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. All right, what a beautiful day so far. The haters are the haters. Full out of network. They all talking about, but Dak Prescott's calf. The calf can linger on to make the hamstring snap. The calf can also, hear me out, Law Nation. The calf can also cause an Achilles tear. I can't make this stuff up. And I'm sitting here like, And I'm sitting there looking like, I want them to lean forward. I want them to lean so forward. I want them to lean up out of the TV. so I can just cool. Y'all get me. I be wanting cool. I mean, I saw one of the episodes. I think it was First Fake or Second Take or Undisputed. Breaking news: Rain Dakota Prescott didn't practice Monday. And I said, what? What?
Shame.
Nobody practiced Monday. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. But this is the stuff that they pump in, and that's why y'all need the equalizer. I just think that I'm the equalizer because I equal this stuff out, basically, right? We just got to get here to equalize this stuff out so I can be like,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
come on, Cowboy Nation. Y'all know Rain Dakota Prescott is going to play. And on top of that, Cowboy Nation, if you really want to say it like that, if you really think a little froggy about this team is prepared from a depth purpose and a depth situation, right? Shannon be making stuff up. Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. Y'all let me know if the audio's straight, man. I had a few snafus here and there, but that's okay. That's okay. I have to make sure everything is straight. Yeah. Get that working. Yeah. Mush mouth. Undisputed. Yeah. Appreciate you, Jay. Day. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much for jumping in and tuning in to the Nation. And it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. We got a lot of things to talk about today. Brandon Urban, and I believe there was another player. Let me see. My memories. And Maurice Kennedy. Brant Urban and Maurice Kennedy. Brant Urban tricep and Maurice Kennedy concussion. He was a little woozy after he got hit in some type of play last week or what have you, and he's still having the effects. So those guys will be on their little reserve list right there. And according to Michael Kelkin, who I really pay close attention to, roster currently stands with 51, but rookie Kelvin Joseph is amongst the players nearing return of IR. So off the IR. So that's good stuff right there. But before I get going with this show, I'd like you guys to put your hands together for Mr. Passion. He won one of the jerseys, of Michael Parsons jersey, and he made my day. You're like, make my day. He made my day. So let's put your hands together for Mr. Parsons. Mr. Passion for Mr. Parsons jersey. Let me go right here. Here we go right here. Let's play this, man. This made my day. I don't know about you all, but it made my day.
Giving you a big thanks. Here's my jersey. I received it on Saturday. And a big shout out to Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys because you are my favorite team. Go Cowboys, and let's win a Super Bowl this year. We them boys, yeah! Law Nation, thank you very much and love you. God bless. And God bless the whole Cowboys organization. And God bless Micah Parsons. Let's do big things this year. Let's go Cowboys! Yay! And thank you, Law.
Oh, my gosh. That means everything. Look at the jersey. That's that real stuff right there. I mean, he can run outside.
I love it. It's all.
He can run out in the side in the rain. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session. As you take a deeper look at the Michael Parsons second, third cousin here, you can see that he's wearing the 11s right? And this is Mr. Passion, Darryl Sapp. And you guys pay attention. The passion in his voice, the tenacity. Oh, my goodness, man. Can you imagine if we only had 5,000 more of those guys out there on the field? Man, oh, my goodness. Out there in the stands. Just saying, go Cowboys. I love it, baby. I love it, man. It's awesome. I'm hyped up, man. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to talk about Coach over here. But before we go to Jerry Jones' conversation for the Nation, Steve White says, I got the 10 jersey, the number 10 jersey. Cooper Rush, shout out to you. Is Cooper Rush number 10 now? Is he number? He's a different number. Appreciate you. By the way, for those who are out here, the giveaway is not until November the 5th, we're going to do another drawing, and this time it's going to be CD Lamb. And all you have to do is donate to the Cash App Fund or the PayPal, or be a part of one of the memberships on the Facebook group, Patreon, or the YouTube, and your name will be entered into the drawings, and you will have a chance and opportunity. And as well as, of course, the Super Chats, your name will be entered into the drawing, and we'll pull that name. We'll do the wheel, and the wheel spins around, and we'll pull 3 names, and we will see who can win that CD Lamb jersey. But shout out to everybody, man. Thank you so much, John, for that donation there. Donation! All right, so we always scout. We always scout the opposing team, the opposition, and we like to know what they talk about before we get into the Jerry Jones situation and conversation about what he said about Dak Prescott. Before we get into everything, we always do our evaluation. We always measure twice, cut once, and this is me. When I talk, Cowboy Nation, hear me out. I would like to be the guy to say, hey, we're going undefeated every year. I would love to be that guy, but unfortunately, it won't make my beard hair grow. It won't make my teeth white. It'll be me lying to kick it to you guys, right? So I got to give you the true, the real, raw, uncut. I give you the cons, the pros, the good, the bad, the ugly. But at the end of the day, you cut me, I promise you. We will bleed. We will bleed silver and blue because I'm going to punch you and you're going to be bleeding too. So that's just how this goes, baby. But I got to give you guys objective analysis. I look at the opposing teams. I see who they got on their side of the coin. And I say, oh, they got a weak one. Oh, they got a good guy over here. Oh, they great in this spot, So when we pull up the fact room, when we pull up the facts, I just like to hit people across the head with that. And it's just the neutralizer. I can't be that guy, Cowboy Nation. I promise you, I can be that guy that tell you guys a lot of kicking, but I'm not going to be that guy. And I believe that you guys refuse. You guys refuse for me to be that guy, by the way. But when you look at this team, its stats are for losers, by the way. They don't win you games. These are just measurables of where you can look at and say, okay, this is where my team is at, right? So my team right now, no, I'm sorry. Let me not be selfish, okay? Correction. Our team, O-U-R, our team is number 1 total offense. 460 yards. Like my granddad to say, yards a game. Oh, let me not cheap him. 0.8. 460.8 yards per game. Passing. You guys see, look who you came to see, everybody. Number 5. Shout out to Tony Baker. 296.5 yards. That's passing. We number 5 in passing yards, right? And then if you scooch on down, you see in rushing, we number 2. We number 2, 164, not Nintendo 64, but 164.3. We number 2. Turnover ratio and all of those things. And of course, the good thing is that majority of those teams played more games than us. But we're number 4 right now, which is still cool. Look at the categories we in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 categories. The power of 4, by the way. And then we happen to be ranked number 4 with 7 turnovers. And these guys played more games. So I'm quite sure that we're going to catch up with them after this weekend, right? So we in 4th place. But when you move up around here, Let's look at the opposition. Let's look at this thing with fairness and balance. You see that the offensive leaders, number 5th in total offense, you see the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, excuse me, in sack category. You see them in that category with 21 of them. They number 1, and they took a week off last week. They didn't play last week. So that goes to show you that these boys are getting to the quarterback. Let me repeat. These boys are getting to the quarterback. And I definitely I truly don't want to hear the other horn, that they be playing over there in Vikings land. The Vikings horn. I can't stand that horn. I can't stand that horn right there. I do not want to hear that horn because I would never forget when we played the Vikings in that particular playoff game. All I can say, Tony Romo getting sacked to the left, Tony Romo getting sacked to the right. I can't stand them. They got that horn. So that's fair and balanced, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all for that conversational piece right there. Get out the way. Yeah, get out the way. I appreciate everybody for that. So my thing is, I want to tell you guys, that it will be a cakewalk, that we're going to be able to walk and blow right through them. But fifth in total offense, that means, and I know Kirk Cousins, he's going to be like, here you go. He's the reincarnations of Eli. I think Eli and Kirk Cousins related. He's going to give you an opportunity. He's going to give you an opportunity to pick him off. Now, in the context of that, Cowboy Nation, they are, I believe, in efficiency level, they're good in third downs. They have a little issue just like we do. And their issue is that they have a lot of penalties. So maybe just maybe we won't be able to hear this. Hey, who hate that horn? I like this one. Gina, appreciate you so much for jumping in. All right, so with that being said, Cowboy Nation, let's go. Let me go. Y'all want me to go or y'all want me to keep going? Just playing with y'all. Y'all want me to go? Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. And let's look into this right quick. Bear with me. The black box. Let me see if I can fix that black box. There we go. All right, so this coach right here, this was his presser. Let's listen in to Mike over here.
I think that we've kind of worked our way, winning 3 out of the last 4, not always pretty. But the things that I notice is.
Can you guys hear that? Let me know. Let me give a thumbs up if you guys can hear that. He was talking about he worked his way out of 0-2. They started off 0-2. They won 3 of the last 4 games. Y'all can hear that? Give me a thumbs up. AJ Boomer, appreciate you. All right, let me just make sure y'all can hear that. All right, good.
I think that we've kind of worked our way, winning 3 out of the last 4, not always pretty. But the things that I notice is, when you go back and you self-scout the things that we're doing good and on really all sides of the ball, whether it be fifth in total offense or first and third down defense or, first in sacks and, some of those stats, I see a lot of good things there, and I see a lot of areas that we need to clean up. We've been highly penalized on offense. We've had one of the highest amount of 3 and outs on offense. And so, if we can correct those things and start clicking on all cylinders, I do feel good about this team.
All right, so he said that there. I misquoted him, I believe, but he said he's first in third down defense, and fifth in total offense. So that's like a lot of back and forthness, and then they're number 1 in sacks. So they can create some pressure, they can get to the quarterback. Now, what can be obscured a little bit is what I pulled up earlier was their schedule. They played against the Detroit Lions, who really, Detroit Lions. And I'm not trying to sell or denigrate the Detroit Lions. They are a professional football team, but they haven't won a doggone game yet this year, right? And, first in sacks fans' perspectives. And also, first and third down defense. So that efficiency level is something that we have to be mindful of. On top of that, Cowboy Nation, when we talk about the coaching philosophy of Mike, he's a damn good coach. But let's listen to what he had to say.
You look at film of Dallas.
We have to put all of our focus and our intensity into this week during practice. We have to put it all into Dallas and trying to play the very best we can, and then
Yeah, Mike, just going to Dallas, where do you start with this passing attack? I mean, kind of look at how to scheme them and try to slow them down.
Well, they got, all starts with the running game, too. They've got a terrific offensive line.
Yep,
Their protection has been outstanding.
Yeah.
The quarterback moves well in the pocket, once he gets flushed. And then they've got a lot of really good receivers and tight ends. So, they get the ball to the backs quite a bit. So, we're going to have to mix and match, like we always do every week.
Yeah, Mike, just thinking about Xavier Woods' previous career with the Cowboys, when you went out to find the new safety this offseason, I guess, in general, what would you look for in a starting safety on, if you're looking at free agents, and what about Xavier's game sort of attracted you to him?
Well, I think we had a little bit of an advantage with Carl Scott coaching him in college, number one. But, he's a guy that is very, very smart, makes plays. He's been really outstanding with our football team. And I just liked his movement skills. I like the way that he's tackled. But the communication part was obviously a lot that Carl knew.
Now.
All right, so before we get on to this guy right here who needs a sandwich, boy. All right, so I ain't gonna tell Mike to leave forward. Come on, man. I see you, man. Says like, but tell Mike to lean forward a little bit. Yeah, he started rubbing his chin when they asked him about that offense. So you saw him here, like, he squinted his eyes a little bit because he knows. It is what it is. White says, why you look like James Harden? I'm 9 years older than James Harden. The question would be why James Harden looked like me so much. I'm 9 years older, and I'm quite sure that I look a little bit more finessed and flyer than James Harden, by the way, I'm just saying. But neither here nor there. This team, our offense is going to press. Our offense is going to press this Vikings team, and when they make a mistake, they better hope we don't capitalize, because in this situation, in this scenario, once we get on a roll, baby, it's over. It's over. and my thing is when we talk about the Vikings and the nature on how they play, it's an old school finesse type of football team, right? Like the ground and pound, run the rock. And this is what I believe. If you, and I'm using the operative word if, you stop the run and you force Kirk Cousins to win the game for you, oh my goodness. See, they can score really quick, by the way, because of the long ball and because of the way he throws the ball. They jumped up on the Cardinals 20-7. They had a 20-7 lead. And we can only close our eyes and wish. If we jump up 20-7, it's over. It's flat out over, because now our defense is going to pant their ears back. And the way we can control the rock by running the ball and the efficiency level of Dak Prescott, woo! We don't give up games like that, And I believe throughout even Dak Prescott's career, when he's up, oh, my goodness, it just good night, Irene, right? But let's listen in to this guy. He went to Mississippi State, by the way. This is Cam Dantzler. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Now of Patrick Peterson there in the starting lineup, I know it's tough seeing him get injured, but how do you feel about looks like you're going to be back in the starting lineup?
I'm very confident. I always had to be prepared with my name when it would be called. So I'm very excited for the moment to be back out there with the guys and just, make plays and help the team win.
Cam, as you head into a matchup with guys like Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, what's the key for you in terms of technique to deal with receivers that are as big as they are and have the downfield speed that they do?
I feel like that all goes with the film room. Just seeing their weaknesses, their strengths, and your weaknesses, take advantage of that, and their strengths, practice that each and every day to help you critique your game from when you play those guys on Sunday. So I feel like just as a secondary, we're going to come together throughout the week and just study film on those guys and see what can we do to expose their weaknesses.
You played.
That's a little close there. But I'm gonna give him a pass. But he's speaking objectively. Let me rewind a little bit more. Let me see what he had.
The film room, just seeing their weaknesses, their strengths, and your weaknesses, take advantage of that, and their strengths, practice that each and every day to help you critique your game from when you play those guys on Sunday. So I feel like just as a secondary, we're going to come together throughout the week and just study film on those guys and see what can we do to expose their weaknesses.
You played the Dallas game last year, right? That was your first game back coming off injured.
Right.
What do you remember about CeeDee Lamb? And I know a lot of the scouting reports when he came out of college was that like he doesn't look fast until he's like, I guess maybe some of that game speed stuff. What is that like as he tries to set up cornerbacks? Like how do you approach that going against a guy like that?
CD, he's a great receiver. The way you should approach it is just go out there. It's him versus you. So I just have to be ready. Just like the ball will always come to your side. So just like I said, it's me versus you.
And as a
This is Cam Dantzler. I'm gonna let him make it. You will let him make it. Okay.
follow up, you started 10 games last year. What's different in your game from last year? How have you matured as a player? How much weight have you put on? I mean, how much better you think you are than as a rookie?
I just feel like my rookie year, the game was kind of fast to me. I probably after like week 7, it kind of slowed down a little bit. I started getting more relaxed, more confident. And with this year, I just feel like I'm more confident in my game, and I'm just more relaxed out there on the field. And things, slowed down for me a little bit. So I just feel like I go out there now more confident than I was at the beginning of last year.
So what are you weighing now compared to what you were weighing maybe when you started games last season?
All season, I put on like 9 to 10 pounds. I'm probably like 188 right now.
He needs some milk.
But I feel like I'm...
Hey, this is the guy y'all think y'all gonna shut down CeeDee Lamb? All right. All right. We gonna see. Let me rewind a little bit,
Now compared to what you were weighing maybe when you started games last season?
All season, I put on like 9 to 10 pounds. I'm probably like 188 right now. Lost a few pounds due to COVID, but I feel like I'm starting to get my way back thanks to the nutrition. And I feel like, I'm feeling great right now.
Hey, Cameron, I know you didn't team with Dak Prescott at Mississippi State, but he seems to go back a lot. So I was just curious as kind of what relationship you've been able to build with him and what it's like to face him with regard to where he's at in the program history.
Well, my time at Mississippi State, I really haven't seen Dak that much. So me and him really never really met or nothing like that. But just from what I've been hearing when I was at Mississippi State, he was a hard worker and a great person. And I'm just looking forward to playing against him on Sunday.
Not bad at all. Cam. At the top of the route, it's going to be trouble for your boy at that top of that route action. At 100, and I said like my granddad said, 180 pounds, and he said that he could be smaller than that due to COVID or what have you. You just came back from COVID. And CeeDee Lamb is not a big dude as well, but CeeDee Lamb, when you look at him, he put on some weight this off season, and you can see him attacking the ball, being a little bit more physical at the top of routes, and pretty much bodying out the opposition and getting to his points on the field and turning around and going back to the ball. So they better roll coverage. That's all I'm going to say on that. I do have nothing but respect for all players, but you better, when it's lined up, and if it's one-on-one, the Vikings better put some respect. and bet not put the little man on Amari Cooper, because Amari Cooper is very physical at the top of his route. He's so physical. I mean, he's gonna hit you with this shot, and it's gonna be like, oh no.
He needs some milk.
It's gonna be like there's gonna be smoke action. You know, somebody said smoke action.
Smoke weed every day.
It gonna be somebody blazing, and they ain't talking about weed. It's just gonna be just that, Cowboy Nation. But it's any given Sunday. I do like Harrison Smith, and on top of that, Xavier Woods over there in Vikings land. I think that he's not giving up plays like he was doing over here with the Cowboys system. So that's going to be a situation where, as we look into that, if Gallup is back, we would know more Wednesday or Thursday. It's too soon right now. It's way too soon. But respect to all of those guys. I can't wait to see them. Let's get into some of the Jerry Jones conversation, because I believe this is a long interview. Okay, let's listen to what they have to say with Jerry.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Hey, Sean, RJ, doing just great. And we are starting a little early this morning. I'm getting on the plane and headed up to New York for a league meeting today.
What time do you usually wake up every day?
Well, really, probably 6:30, in that range. And that's a real good time for me to kind of get it together and read up a little bit and be ready to go. Of course, nowadays there's some pretty good reading. It's got anything to do with the Cowboys, which is great.
Jerry, how much do you always seem aware of everything? We know you got your guy Rich Dalrymple. How do you get your daily dose of Cowboys news? Are you still a newspaper guy? We know you check out the station. You've been tied in with the NFL Network. How aware are you of daily Cowboys stories?
Yeah, I get everything. I of course, enjoy reading our papers. And I am a paper guy. But sure enjoy your shows. As I'm riding, usually in cars, I get to pick that up. And then, of course, we have what we call the clips. And that's pretty much a gambit of most of the media, reduced. If it's not initially presented in script or writing, then it's reduced to that. And so we get those clips, and very few things escape that. And so that's usually about an inch thick. So you can usually keep up with everything in those clips, which covers everything in our news as well.
Hey, one more thing before we get to your football team. We know you're usually watching all the games. We watched the Manning cast for Monday Night Football. Have you watched that, and have you been invited to go on with Peyton and Eli during one of those games?
Yeah, I've seen it, and they're a lot of fun, and it's great for the NFL to see that, if you will, presented like that. And I have not. I've been asked to come on, but I tell you, they're one of my favorite families. I call them the royal family of the NFL. And, of course, Archie is a longtime friend, associate. I served with him on the National Football Foundation. And he's just always been in my life as it pertains to football. I've been thinking and hearing about Archie Manning since college, when he, of course, played there at Ole Miss.
Jerry Jones right here with Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan. Jerry, the big story, of course, is Dak. We saw he was out of the walking boot yesterday, appeared to be in pretty good spirits. Do you expect Dak to be able to play against Minnesota on Sunday?
Well, it's based on what you saw yesterday, that was very encouraging. But those things have to be monitored. We've got a solid week, which is great. To monitor that, and I thought Martin had a good description of it when he had the calf tear last year, and he said some days it feels great, and then it feels like you got run over by a bulldozer the next day. But still, I'm feel very good about where Dak is right now.
When he say Martin, he means Zach Martin. For those who don't know, did they put the bubble wrap on Martin and just told him like, "Look, we'll just see you next year"? Was that the situation for Zach Martin? And we got to put things in context too. Zach Martin is like 315, 320. Dak Prescott don't have that much weight. You know, Dak was 225. Maybe 230. So that's a long difference between the two. And when your lower body extremities, you know, that and I'm not a doctor, by the way, you know, I'm looking at film of Dak Prescott, him and his lady at the Stars game, them going to Halloween parties, him walking around. If your leg's shot, dog, you're going to be sitting down somewhere. I'm quite sure Zach Martin, that big boy, he was sitting down somewhere. He wasn't going to no Stars games. On top of that, he was not going to a Halloween concert party and all of those things. So let's just be real with it. Dak walking around with the J's on his feet and everything else.
Jerry, does the lead in the division factor into a decision at all in terms of having him, push through and go, or are you guys thinking bigger picture here, maybe with the overall seeding at this point? I know it's early, but still.
Well, we had less of it, but some of this thinking early when we were thinking about his shoulder. And the idea then was don't be penny wise and pound foolish, and make sure you feel good about his ability to not, as much as you can, about his ability not to re-injure. And that'll be the key. And so much of that will depend upon how he feels and how he's basically giving you feedback. And the answer is you certainly would measure how to play a game with the idea in mind that it could give you a lot of games in the future. That's pretty easy. The big point would be how a Rush, for instance, how he's doing, and expect him to be really effective in practice. And so if you're feeling good about that, that's another way to look at it.
Jerry, you guys ended up being dead on right about the shoulder. It was much ado about nothing with all of our media coverage. Are you more or less concerned about this injury than you were with the shoulder during camp?
Much less. Not even in the same. Not even in my thought process of things to worry about. Again, comparing the two, I wouldn't compare the two. One is much less sensitive to me. I'm talking the calves and the shoulder.
Awesome.
Breaking news, Hey, here's the situation, Cowboy Nation. He says much less. And this is one of those things, Cowboy Nation. Hear me out. You flat out gotta wait. Everybody, every last one of y'all, all y'all gotta wait. You gotta wait until Wednesday when the practice is open to the media. You gotta wait till Thursday when they tell you what the practice really went on Wednesday. Y'all get what I'm saying? The game is not until Sunday night, by the way. And on top of that, if anybody watched any of the Hard Knocks, shoo, you're going to have a whole bunch of people to peel Dak Prescott off that field. Case in point, the shoulder. Remember, everybody was saying the meat falling off the bone, the latissimus dorsi. Man, like I said before, it'll be some good old rib tips. Y'all have some good rib tips where you don't even have to use any knife, fork, or anything. You just pick the rib up and the meat falling off the bone. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac and Biggie, Ashaniqua, everybody was into the thick of it, saying that, hey, Dak Prescott, $160 million quarterback, will not be ready against Tom Brady and company. And everybody witnessed Dak Prescott season opener. If he wasn't hosed by the aficionados and the kicker, if he had just slight accuracy, Cowboys winning. Dak Prescott threw for north of 300 yards, right? What no rust in that? Stood tall in the pocket. Had a big boy named Vita Bate peeling through Connor Williams and Tyler Biadasz to sack him. Dak Prescott. Shoo, 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 shoo. Throwing that ball, throwing that peel everywhere. Y'all want me? Y'all know how this thing goes, right? Man, I want some rib tips now.
That's good to hear.
Jerry Jones joined us here on 105.3 The Fan. Steven mentioned yesterday that Lael Collins will, likely, get some work in practice, ramp back up. Is there a job security issue with Lael potentially not just getting his job back in a couple of weeks?
None whatsoever. But he's fit. He's feels good. He's if there is an issue, it's just that he hadn't played a lot of football in the last couple of years.
Right.
And so, but what I'm encouraged about is how good he is, how good a shape that he's in physically after his hip surgery that he had last year, and after being out some with the COVID situation. So, all in all, I feel good about Lyle. We all know what he means. He's a very physical, one of the top offensive linemen in the country, and we're just fortunate to have him back.
Jerry, where do you stand with Lael based upon what happened in terms of, trusting him and feeling good that he'll be there for you with whatever happened with the case and everything? How have your discussions gone with him that you can share in terms of, feeling like you can count on him moving forward?
Yeah, I'm well aware of every aspect of his case and the issues around his suspension, and that would really be shocking if those circumstances should happen again. Lyle is very conscientious, and I do trust him.
Jerry Jones right here on The Fan. And look, the reason that, we're not freaking out and panicking if Lael needed a week or some time off is because of your depth. Facts. And we've talked about Steele, and it seems like this year, Jerry, your depth is really coming through for you more than years past. Can you speak on how good you feel about it and how much credit goes to Will McClay and your talent evaluators for getting some of this depth?
Well, who it gives credit to, frankly, is Phil, the coach, and he's the one that really has had Steele under his wing ever since he's been here, and really helped him progress and in my mind, be at this level. And so that's real good. I have forgotten what spot, but I think Steele was picked seventh. So that's getting rolled down there as far as evaluation is concerned. But he's got a lot of good things. What you can't tell is what's inside, boy. What's in that heart and that's in that competes. And, man, has he done a great job of that. And it really makes the point that you get these guys out and you put them in a situation to play. If you can afford some of the learning curve and some of the issues that happen when you haven't played a lot, if you can afford that, you got a good chance to be developing young talent. And he's the he's the picture of that, face of that.
Man, that's a mouthful right there from Jerry.
I want me some glory hole.
That's a mouthful right there, Jerry. You can go get some glory hole down the street somewhere for that one. By him saying Joe Philbin should get all the credit. And if anybody ever coached out there, let me know. If you coached out there, let me know. And if you were a star player on your team and you knew that you was better than someone else, right? Sometimes your skill set may not give you an opportunity to play because you got to win over the coach. And we talked about Mike McCarthy. We talked about Kellen Moore. It's not their decision now. This is ultimately Joe Philbin's decision on whether or not you're going to start or insert La'el Collins back at that right tackle or Terrence Steele. Because one thing that I do know about coaches, that they like when they see something that they develop improving. They like when they see something that they're doing improving. And sometimes they say, hey, I'm not finna let my foot off the gas right now, because if I do, then we might not get that back. Sometimes. And I'm not saying that this would be a guarantee that Terrence Steele is starting over La'el Collins. You say, that's not me saying that. I take it all the way back when I watched the movie Coach Carter. They had my guy on there, Samuel L. Jackson, and his son was on the same team. And everybody else, there was a certain stipulation for them. But for his son, there was a higher stipulation because he knew exactly what his son was capable of doing. You guys remember that movie, Coach Carter? Real good movie, by the way. Samuel L. Jackson and his son. His son was a better athlete. His son was a better player, but he had to actually win over his father in certain situations. So my thing is, I'm not saying that La'el Collins is not going to win over Joe. But what I'm saying is that Joe might look at it like it would probably be better for the team for us to keep things going the way it is now. Where it is now. And Collins look at it like, whoa, I'm better. It's not about who's better sometimes. It's about the team. And when you go, if you ever do the tour at the Star in Frisco, you go through that locker room, and it says, the team, the team, the team, the team, the team.
So, Jerry, since you guys had the bye week, you've spoiled us with this record, so we're sitting back evaluating all the other good teams in the conference, like the Rams and the Buccaneers and the Cardinals and the Packers. You find yourself doing a little of that yourself, and how do you feel like you guys stack up right now today against, some of the top tier teams in the league? The Cowboys, do they belong in that discussion?
Well, let me just say this. Let me start off with showing my appreciation for what the Packers are. And they're going to be a tough draw, boy, for anybody. And they'll be a tough draw the rest of the year. I wouldn't dare go to the playoff time with any type of comparisons we're talking about any team, because we've got so much water to get under the bridge, and so many issues can come up. But they certainly look good. I think that Ram team looks good. I sure love the way our favorite son, one of our favorite sons in Dallas, is playing there, Highland Park graduate. So I'm excited for the way the Rams are playing as far as a good team in the NFL. But those teams come to my mind. I just think we've got to remember that teams evolve, teams get people available, or teams lose people. It's real hard to project that thing out there as to what it might look like playoff time.
Do you do what a lot of – I know we do this, we go down the schedule when it comes out, and we just kind of say, oh, that could be a win, oh, that could be a loss, and has the season sort of gone as you expected it to this point?
I don't do that for the very reason I mentioned. The unknowns are so much a part of what teams are, how really, if you will, a few young players really step up and come through. And so I don't do that a lot, but look ahead and say we'll be good there, we won't be good. I do look at home and away, and there are teams that have a really challenging situation at home. Seattle,
right?
Those type outings. And, boy, I immediately look at those. I look at the cold weather that we face when we get up in Washington, New York, and Philadelphia at the end of the year. We usually do that. And so those are the kinds of things I look at on schedule.
Jerry Jones here on 105.3 The Fan.
Appreciate everybody. Refresh on Facebook if you dare. I had the wrong title on there. That was the other day's title. So let me know if you guys are able to see the updated title, because I know the titling is throwing a lot of people off. The writer was from yesterday or the day before yesterday, whenever I did that video. So let me know on the Facebook if you guys are able to see the updated title, by the way, because on YouTube it's updated.
Jerry, what's pleasantly surprised you the most about your team this year with the way you guys have gotten started?
Well, I think without a doubt, the way the young players have stepped up here in the early part of the year, the new players, I should say, that many are young players. They're 4 and 5 years in the league. I consider that a younger player. And so the way our new players are competing at a high level. I'll tell you, I was at practice yesterday, and I looked at our safety group, and I don't know when I've ever seen a safety group that I could say as a group or as impressive, talent-wise or size-wise, or have the potential getting the grasp of the defense as our safety. And so those are the kinds of things that have me excited. You just mentioned one, our depth in that offensive line. That can go quick. But right now, I like that depth. Has everything to do with Lyle coming back, Steele's development. And frankly, we've got a couple of guys inside that are playing at a high level, and some that can play at a high level. We've got some depth there. And then I like the way that for sure that we've got coming toward us the depth in the defensive line. I've had at least one experience over a 2 or 3 year period where we had a lot of rotation, fresh players being able to go out and get their snaps and play fresh in games. That's lasting throughout the end of the year. That depth in that defensive line has me about as excited as anything. So those are things that come to my mind. Obviously, the ones that are playing lights out back is just playing above anything that I could have dreamed about. And so we know we're benefiting from that. We know that he doesn't have to have those offensive player of the week type games, that we've got a supporting cast around him. All that feels good right now.
All right, Jerry, last one before you catch your flight. Tom Brady's 600th touchdown ball was in the news. They gave the ball to a fan in the stands. The negotiation took place for Tom to get it back. How would Jerry Jones have negotiated giving that football back? Would you have turned and run out of that stadium if you were 20 or 30 or 20-year-old? Or what would it have taken for you to give that ball back for Tom's 600th touchdown?
I'd be hard to trade with. And I would explain to everybody that that's like asking me for my baby. And then I would tear up for them a little bit when I think about how I'm going to have that to hold when I'm 90. And then after all of that, then I'd take offers.
Jerry, what's that one piece of memorabilia where, like, you just, I mean, it's your baby. It's the most special, the one piece of Jerry Jones memorabilia that you have?
I have a baseball that when I was 16 years old, my father was a great friend of Ed Litzenberger, the captain of the Chicago Blackhawks. And so Litzenberger let me go in the Cub dressing room when I was 16 years old. And I went over to Ernie Banks' locker, and Ernie Banks signed a baseball for me.
Ernie Banks.
Well, later in Dallas, I had this great-looking gentleman come up to me, and I'd had the Cowboys about 10 years. And he comes up and said, "Mr. Jones, my name's Ernie Banks. I played shortstop, second base for the Cubs." I said, Ernie, I know you. I said, boy, it's great to shake that hand. And he said, well, it's great to meet you. And I said, we've met before. And he said, no, I would have said that, Jerry. I said, no, we've met before. And I told him, and I said, Ernie, I have a baseball. It's never even hit the carpet. Wow. I've had it sitting with me for all of these years. And I've never taken my thoughts off of the fact that that's Ernie Banks on that baseball. So just telling that story just reminds me of really going back to the football. I don't know that I would sell that football after all.
Yeah.
Because, and I think of that a lot when we're doing things with young kids and sign them. Boy, you never know. Somebody's going to be looking at that ball or be looking at that jersey 60, 70 years later.
Wow.
That's awesome. Fantastic story. Thanks for rescheduling, Jerry. Have a good flight, and we'll hear you on Friday on The Fan and watch you guys Sunday night. Appreciate it.
That's a good episode, man. Shout out. That Jerry, man, he can tell a story, and you'll be at the edge of your seat. I'm literally at the edge of my seat, Ernie Banks' story. I mean, good. I just think that Jerry should write like an audio, well, not write, or just have an audio book of like all of his stories before he leave this plane, before he leave this dimension. Jerry, that's $1 billion idea now, Jerry. I know you said you listen to the clips, but I'm throwing out some good stuff, baby. Jerry should just have an audio book, not even talking about the Cowboys, but just stories, And now we would understand how this man can be almost 90 putting salt all over, a McGriddle. Jerry's story time for your mind is second to none. There's the link to the video. It's on YouTube, by the way. Go and support 105.3 The Fan. And also, it's on the Dallas Cowboys website, by the way. So go and support the Dallas Cowboys website and check that video out for that. John, appreciate you so much. Law, I met Troy Aikman yesterday. I got his autograph signing. John, JD, appreciate you, man. Shoot me that audio, man. Shoot me that picture of you getting Troy Aikman's autograph, man. That's a blessing, man. Troy Aikman is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all times, by the way. Cowboy Nation, that was a good episode. What I took away from it is that we still don't know. But I have an inkling that Dak Prescott will play, though. But we would know more Wednesday and Thursday about everything about this team. I'm quite sure that the opposing team, Mike, the Vikings over there on their end, they're preparing and planning to stop Dak Prescott. No one else. And by practice being closed to the media Monday and Tuesday, nobody know what's going on. But I come in to tell you Wednesday, everybody, mama, uncle, cousin will be there, watching from the media aspect, and we get more and more details, and then we will hear stuff leaked out that Thursday. That's how this flow goes, baby. That's how this flow goes. I really appreciate everybody for jumping in and tuning in to this episode. For real. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Let people know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. You just never know. Like they say, you never know. Let's listen in to Speak For Yourself. I think that they did a video earlier. Let me find it right quick. Acho says no one can stop the Cowboys with Dak Prescott being 100%. Let's listen to that topic.
It's healthy. So Dak Prescott realizes, okay, I don't have to rush back, but at the same time, I don't want to mess up this flow that we have. It is so difficult to find that flow, the glow in the NFL. Those moments when you had it and you know it, you don't want to mess with it. Don't disturb this groove. And that's what the Dallas Cowboys, you don't know that song. I don't. Look at you. Boy, you don't know it.
My all-time favorites.
Can't deal with y'all. I had both of y'all ages up, and I'm still older. Man, damn. All right. In the Dallas Cowboys mindset, they're like, look, in this division, we get some mulligans. We know that. And we don't want to mess with this perfect swing. You're a golfer, Mark? You know about a little bit?
Not great.
God, dog, golf? You don't know nothing. Anyway, when you get a perfect practice swing, just you feel the ball, but you didn't even feel the impact of the ball. It's just perfect. I know cats that don't even want to mess with their feet. They're like, no. Now put the ball on the tee. I'm about to hit it. You're like, no, dog. You got to reset. Get ready. No. Everything got to be perfect. You don't mess with the groove. Dallas Cowboys don't want to mess with whatever they finally found. They've taken their lashes. They've taken their lumps for years and years, decades and decades. But now they're in that groove where they have that glow. So they can afford to just say, you know what? Dak Prescott, are you okay? Oh, we can't ask you because you're a player. And every player going to say, I'm ready to go, right?
Fact.
So we're just going to look at this. We're going to check out the MRI and say, you know what? If you can play, you will play because we don't want to mess with this groove.
They can be cautious, but not too cautious. The scariest position in the NFC all year is going to be that 4th seed. Point blank, period. Because that 4th seed, you are hosting either the Arizona Cardinals or you will end up hosting the Los Angeles Rams.
Nobody knows. It's still too soon. Rams good. Cards good. I get it. I absolutely do. But let's not sleep on the Dallas Cowboys. Let's not sleep on us. On top of that, Cowboy Nation, I get it. I absolutely do. Everybody hyped up on the Cards, and they looking good right now. They are flat out looking good. But we ain't worried about the Cards. That's why I like this schedule. When we play the Cards, when we get a chance to see them, I can't wait. I can't look beyond the team that we're playing now. Don't get it twisted. But I can't wait. Let me see if I can pull up the schedule right quick. Y'all bear with me. Okay. All right, so we are right at week 8 right now. Vikings. Then we got the Broncos. And then we got the Falcons, the Chiefs, the Raiders. Show of hands. Who are you guys are in fear of, right? At one point in time, we was looking at this schedule, and we were saying, man, the Broncos, they going to play some good defense. Excuse me, the Falcons, they always do good offense. Oh, man, the Chiefs, boy, we better bring our A game. We can't bring B or C. But now when we look at this schedule, it's a whole different schedule now, right? Right? Come on, Cowboy Nation. Who do you guys have a little fear, the jelly bellies on this particular schedule? Let's get this thing going, Cowboy Nation. Let me listen to these guys.
But either way, if you stuck in the 4th seed, at least as it stands right now, you either playing the Cardinals or you going to play the Rams. But you're going to play the second best team coming out of that NFC West. So these dream stories for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers and all that tension has been subsided. Oh, Tom Brady, he might win another Super Bowl ring. Oh, look at the Rams, Matthew Stafford. He's not a bust in the playoffs. That might all come to an end real quick if you stuck in the 4th seed. So I'm with you, Marcellus. I don't know where you stand yet as far as take your time with Dak Prescott. I know an Olympic track coach, he always says, I would rather you 100% healthy and 80% fit than 80% healthy and 100% fit.
Ooh, I like that.
You feel me?
Yeah, that sounds good, but it's wrong. Sport. Y'all know why that Godzilla cry was delayed a little bit? Now you hit the child. I'm not saying you hit the child, but you ever seen the child get hit? Yeah. Say I want to get canceled. You know how you see the child get hit, and they like this for a while. That's what happened right here. I said, his baby like. Hey, that's what it was, the delayed part of it, because he was about to cry. Here's the situation, Cowboy Nation. Football, and he should know it. He should flat out know it, Cowboy Nation, that there's never a 100% person. Never a 100% person in football. Can you imagine the storyline of Tom Brady last year? What was he playing with, Cowboy Nation? Was it a torn meniscus? Was it a slight tear? You're like, dude, I got some extra synovial fluid I can put on that thing. You know, pump me up. Give me some elderberry. Give me some flaxseed oil. I'm okay. You know, I would climb to a certain part of a mountain that people don't know about to just get those figs. Yep, Jay, a slight tear. That's what it was. It was a slight tear. He wasn't 100%. He won the freaking Super Bowl. Dak Prescott. It's week 8, Cowboy Nation. We just came off of our bye. This is our only chance right now to just go ahead and continue to make that separation. Shout out to you, Auntie. But it's just one of those situations. You got to play through the pain. I've seen, and I'm not saying that Dak Prescott got to sit there and look at it and say, oh, it's 5-1. Look what we done built. Let me just rest myself. No. Amari Cooper knew. He fell on the ball. Was it week 1, week 2, something like that? Broken ribs. Slight bruised ribs or what have you. Hey, Coop out. He was out there. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. He could have took the easy way. Y'all ain't hear me.
Oh, I'd rather you 100% healthy. Yeah. Dak Prescott, I just want you 100% healthy. Because the Cowboys have not been 100% healthy in years. Now, no team is, but I'm talking big-time players. Sanchez was playing for the Cowboys 2016. I think that's when you were there? Year, yeah. 2016. I remember Sean Lee, hurt.
Oh, always.
Tyron Smith, hurt. Cowboys draft Leighton Vander Esch. He balling. He get hurt. My guy, Travis Frederick, I believe that was the one who had to sit a whole season in 2018. He gets sick. Missed the whole season 2018. Dez Bryant, 2016, he misses some games, hurt. So if you're the Cowboys, you just desperately long for a season of health.
Yeah.
It's football, fam. Just because those guys got hurt, like I just said, Tom Brady hurt, you know what I'm saying, last season. Played through the pain. You know, I get it. We need to have this conversation that should you sit out a player. I did this just to make sure I wasn't crazy. I turned on the TV. And the score was like 30-3. The game put away. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Chargers. No, Chicago Bears, I meant to say. The Chicago Bears. And I'm sitting there like, man, they are not letting up off the gas. But if it had to be a Dallas Cowboys up 20-3, people be said, hey, can you pull Dak Prescott? Can you pull Amari Cooper? Can you pull such and such? You got to have, see, winners think about winning. Losers think about losers, right? Losing and everything, trying to play it close and safe to the vest. This is war. At the end of the game, you can learn something against the opposition. And even though that opposition is not even going to the playoffs, it could be a certain design look. It could be a certain situation that another team, dude, that you trying to work out your kinks. That's the mentality, Cowboy Nation, we must establish. Lock in. We got to establish the lock-in mentality. I'm quite sure that backup quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were looking at it like, come on, Tom, get out. I want a piece of it. I want some too. Can I get a little bit? And when he stood up, I'm quite sure Tom Brady said, get down. This is my team. Dak Prescott to have that same mentality. I'm not finna let Cooper Rush get into this game. I'm not finna let Will Greer get into this game. I'm breathing. I'm moving. I got an arm. I can throw it. That's the mentality. But the feeble mind, the weakling, would say, hey, we need to play it close and safe. Some people will go over their head. Some people call into work because they got a hangnail. Oh, I can't come to work today. No, I can't have you working under my organization. Why you out? Got a hangnail. I thumped my toe. Come on now.
You just desperately long to see what can we do if our big players, I'm not talking about our backup linebackers like Acho. What can we do if our big players just stay healthy? You can be cautious, just don't be too cautious.
Yeah, you can't take your foot off the gas completely. You can't even go cruise control, in my opinion, because Minnesota's coming in. Minnesota's legit.
Say it.
I mean, they've had some teams on the ropes this year. They're legit. Kirk Cousins playing well. Dak, I think everything there is, blown up a little bigger. Of course, it's Dallas. The boot was precautionary. I think he would have played last week if they had a game. Thank God they had the bye. He got more time to play, or more time to rest, Coach McCarthy gave him a ton of time off. I think they were gone from like Tuesday to Sunday. So I think they're okay. But Dak's, he's like in that groove with Matt Stafford, those guys that you never question their toughness. And he signed up for it. Like he knows, hey, man, my shoulder's not great. I'll figure it out. My calf might not be feeling great. I'll figure it out. And he hurt it on the last play of the game, so it kind of lingered. I think he's going to be just fine. And honestly, I think the only thing we'll see different from Kellen Moore is essentially less like read option in the field.
Yeah.
They're still going to, if they have to run, he's so deadly on the goal line, running the ball. I still think we're going to see that. I still think we'll see a couple rollouts here and there. Nothing crazy.
Mark, I don't know if he's fine. Like, let's not answer this question and then make that gloss over some of the other issues. You ever get injured on the last play of the game? Probably not. But if you do, one thing that happens is you're going to have that injury. You're going to have the response to it in the moment. And it's going to be a real response because it's the last play of the game. Right. You can't even fake it. If you watch Dak Prescott walk off that field, he was hurting.
That was almost 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Get him! Yeah, there you go, Mark.
Conference with the walking boot on.
Precautionary.
Precautionary. But you know what? A press conference, you don't have to move. They could have easily brought the press conference to him. He already sitting there, and he ain't got no boot on because he's not putting any pressure on it. You know why they went that route? They went the route of it, precautionary, because we know you're going to move because we know something going on. I'm just saying, I don't think he's 100%. But at the same time, whatever percent he is going to pass the threshold of you're not going to play. You're going to play, but you're going to be compromised.
Maybe a tick. Maybe a tick.
And
he's not going to have that like little burst. He's not going to have what makes him an effective runner. So he's fine. He could dissect you from the pocket, man. He's surgical.
I don't disagree with that. I do think my fear is if you're the Cowboys, when Dak Prescott is there, y'all are great. Oh, not just good.
This Dak Prescott on his ladies' Instagram post. Y'all see Dak, he got the J's on his feet. He holding the leg for crying out loud, Cowboy Nation. He got that hat on, cocked to the side a little bit. Dak Prescott, smooth operator right now. He walked to that Halloween party. Ain't nothing wrong with Dak Prescott. And shout out to Natalie. That's his Swedes right there. And let me copy this, and we're going to share her page right there. So if I have an injury, something that's going to put me out of the game, I would not go to the Stars game. You would not see me at the Halloween costume parties moving around. They'd be like, hey, dog, you might not want to hold up that leg. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to hold up that leg. You might not want to be at this event. You might want to just chill with your $160 million self at your house, eating your oodles and noodles. Tell your boo thing, hey, can you sit on the couch? Because we're going to be sitting here chilling for a minute. You don't go out there and make public appearances and hold up thigh meat. You don't do that. You just don't do that. Let me know if you do that, if your calf, my calf. Who had a Charlie horse before? Whoever had a calf strain, you ain't finna put on no Jordans, and you ain't finna be walking around with a whole bunch of people. You're not finna do that. Let me know if you guys believe in that. Yeah, Perez, yeah, I said Kennedy and Urban is out. Yeah, he's 100. Noble Royalty said, yeah, he 100. So all of the people on the panel, I leave Mark Sanchez. You don't have to leave for it. You just hold him. You just hold him. Hold him right quick, Mark. You don't let him move. Now it's your turn. Come on, Acho. You gonna get something too. Now since you moved. You can let him go now, Mark Sanchez.
Buff. Night and day.
Come on.
Exactly. But the question is, we all know about calf strains. Bump this, we all played in the game. And if we didn't have calf strains, I know several guys who have. I know calf strains can, worst case scenario, turn into Achilles. I know calf strains can, best case scenario, just subside.
Don't even put that out there.
I'm just saying. That's
everybody knock on some wood. You see how he trying to voodoo, he trying to jinx out Dak Prescott. Y'all heard what he said? Talk about he lead to this and lead to that.
What we know
Kevin
about
Durant.
Whoa.
We gotta go Kevin Durant. We gotta go Kevin Durant. My dog Jordan Hicks, who I know, I just know.
Mark, don't watch this.
Yes, Mark Sanchez. See, Mark Sanchez, he's a dog. He a real one. He said, Dak, don't even listen to this. Don't even listen to those fools. Hold him again, Mark. Grab him and hold him. Hold him and grab him. Yeah.
That can happen. What I'm saying is, best case scenario, it'll just linger. Yeah. So if I'm the Cowboys, I don't even want Dak hurt at all. Now, I don't think I can rest him in the Vikings game, but to your point, I might not even do any movement. Let's turn around, hand it to Zeke, turn around, hand it to Pollard. Let's run with the quick game. Let's run with the 3-step, 5 steps, and let's just see if we can get out here with a dub, because you can't afford for Dak to get hurt off this calf strain and make it worse.
In terms of...
All right, so... Dak wouldn't be holding up his boot thing if he had, dare I say, that calf injury. He wouldn't be at the Stars game, by the way. Here's the situation, Cowboy Nation. And hear me out. Just hear me out. Can somebody post what type of tear that Tom Brady had? And I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is Tom Brady. I'm not saying that he's Tommy Boy. But can you imagine all of the expert analysis and analysts that will be saying, man, it's a tear. That thing can be ripped. You sure you want to continue to play? I bet you Tom was like, shoot that thing up. Shoot it up. Shoot it now, What old boy said, chopper, get in the chopper. I bet you old boy like, get in the chopper. Come on now. He had a slight ACL tear.
In terms of mechanics, like at the quarterback position, the calf strain. I know I played with a calf strain before a D-line. It just basically made me flat-footed. I was like, look, we got to try our best to stabilize the lower body, the lower leg extremities. But I was just flat-footed. I was like, I'm not extending, I'm not pushing off. As a quarterback, how does that play?
Yeah, so if it's your right calf, then pushing off, you would think, because he's a right-hander, pushing off, you'd lose a little juice on the ball. If it's your left calf, you're landing on it, so you won't finish as hard, which means the ball's going to sail. You'll know in the game. I mean, you'll have an idea of what. Same thing with the Bucs game early on. Remember, his shoulder was lingering? Remember all those throws to the left? I mean, that's where you're really torquing everything. And there just wasn't quite the juice. He missed them low and inside, which is a sign that, high and away, you got too much juice and you're not finishing the throw. Low and inside, you're lacking power, you're lacking velocity on the ball. And that was the case early on.
The worst part about an injury to me wasn't the physical part that was compromised. Because if you get back on the field, physically I'm all right. Mentally, every step you take, every move you make, you just, damn it.
You're on to something.
I can't make this stuff up. I thought for sure that maybe I should have played these guys last and went on to Shea Sharp and Skip Bayless. But now these guys.
No.
Oh my God, I can't describe the foolery in this conversation, by the way. I don't even want to finish it, but I'm gonna finish it though. He literally said the mental capacity. Did y'all see what happened to Dak Prescott last year? I'm not going to describe it because last time I described it, and I got one of those yellow flags, because my graphic, it said too graphic to describe, and I don't want to describe it, but you guys look at it and just Google compound fracture, Google that, juxtaposed to a calf strain that he's not even in a boot. He's walking around going to the Stars game at a Halloween costume party holding up his boot thing. And you talk about mental capacity of Dak Prescott not being able to deal with a calf strain? I can't make this stuff up. At this point, I'm not even going to slap him.
Something there.
Am I not telling the truth here? You are not the same dude, even if they think you're the same guy, because you're not committing to every single move you make. And that's the problem to me. Is Dak Prescott healthy? I don't think 100%. Is Dak Prescott good enough to play? Yeah, but at what risk? At what cost? That's going to be the conversation.
And sometimes you have to save players from themselves.
True.
Right? Because he is so tough. He is a dog. He's in there for the boys. Like, he's going to make it happen. But, I err on the side of saying, hey, you know what? Hopefully he's more like Wolverine than any of these other guys that you mentioned that got hurt, man.
So you let him out there. You let that go out there and just play through it. It'll be all good.
That's the NFL. You guys know?
It ain't the NFC East, though. That's the NFL. But then the NFC East, though, they gonna win.
If you the Cowboys, you can afford to play a little bit of chess if you know how to play the game. If you the Cowboys, it's like, I know we're going to win the East. I know, but like, you also can't afford for Dak to get hurt. Period.
You're saying pick the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, because
can't get him hurt. We can afford to drop a game.
Imagine if you're the Cowboys and now Dak has to miss a game because you rushed him out versus the Vikings, and it's like now all of a sudden Dak is missing 2 or 3 games because Dak Prescott has a calf strain and you rushed him back. If you're the Cowboys, you're in a compromising position. All I'm saying is you don't want to lose the steam, but at the same time, at what cost?
I think we all got a little bit less intelligent off of that last segment. I apologize, Cowboy Nation. But it is what it is. In the era that we live in, that's just how it goes, Dak is tough, man. That's a tough guy. And when we hear the biasness of how news has been reported, how things are being told and illustrated amongst us, man. Noble, appreciate you so much for the donation there. Dak is good. Appreciate you so much, Nobles. Appreciate you for the donation. It's crazy. You sent 2 pictures. Appreciate you, John. I'm gonna take a look at them and when this episode is over with.
Doc is good.
No doubt. Dak is good. Appreciate you, AI. It's crazy. Shout out to you, Mario. Hey, I'm glad you're here, man. It's better to be seen than viewed. So I'm glad that you are here with us in this glorious episode here. And we just kicking. We're relaxing right now. We went over a few things, by the way, and everything seems and appears to be pretty good. So far, let me catch you back up. The Cowboys, number 1 in total offense. Cowboys are number 5 in passing offense, number 2 in rushing offense, and 4 in turnovers. And the team that we play against.
Keep being great and holding these accountable.
The Lando Show. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that donation. Appreciate you. Y'all be sure to check out the Lando Show. I saw the episode when you was in your car, Lando. Let me tell you something. I think for like a half of a year, I did all of my episodes out of my car. So be sure to continue to do that. Just post daily. Continue to be on that grind. And man, watch. People going to fill in. I see Eric Edits was in the house earlier. Y'all be sure to check out his page. It's on the top of my YouTube community tab. And help him out because he's close to 1,000 subscribers. And you know, YouTube start showing you love when you get over 1,000 subscribers. So y'all be sure to check out Eric Edits. Please do so. I want to see everybody eat. I really do. I want to see everybody gain and grow on this channel and grow in this community because that's what we do, Cowboy Nation. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do it just like this. Let me help a brother out. You know, I love the HBO. This is what you call HBO. If I could do it while I'm live, I know you guys can do the same thing. So here we go right here. Bam, boom, boom. Hope it can all fit. Let me see if it all fit. Follow Eric Edits. Look at it, all fit. Let me see if it makes sure it goes to this page. Yeah, it went to your page. So that's what I'm talking about. Y'all click that link. The kid is close to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all follow his page. Jump over there, hit that like button, follow his page. Dope highlight of Lamb, by the way. And then that's how we do it, baby. You know, if anybody else starting a YouTube page, a Facebook group, or even a MySpace account, reach out to me, Cowboy Nation, and I would be sure to help you out the best way possible. All right, so what we can do from here, we can take phone calls, or the option would be to listen to Shay Sharp and Skip Bayless. What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do with that? You know, you guys let me know. You guys are running the show for right now. And let me see. And Vikings. Let me put this right here. Bam, bam, bam. Y'all let me know. Appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate you for jumping in. Thank you, everybody. The Lando Show. Call in. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me set it up right quick. Yo, that's what we do. Phone line's about to be lit. But what I can do is, before we light up the phone line, let's go to a quick commercial break. How about that?
Shouting out my partners at The Game Day. The Game Day is a new sports and sports betting media company built for today's fans. Check out the link in my bio or my community tab for all their great content and head to their website, thegameday.com, for the latest sportsbook promos, betting tips, expert picks, and sportsbook app reviews.
Excellent.
Come on. Hey, ho. Back at you guys. Thank everybody for tuning in. Be sure. The phone line for your mind, 657-390-7391. Let's go. Let's keep everything clean over here. Look, I know, I get it. We got haters in the house. That's understandable. But when you call in, just put a little respect on the line for your mind. But 657-390-7391 is the contact hotline for your mind. Let's go. We got Lady Jessica. She's live. What's good?
Hello, everybody.
How you doing? How
are y'all? Dak is fine. I told you he's fine. We finna kick the Vikings' butt.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Hey, I love it. I love it, Lady Jessica. I love your PVO mentality. I love all that you bring to the nation. It's not a good thing at all. It's a great thing, by the way. Okay? Keep it up.
Yes.
Let's go. Appreciate you. One love, baby. Come on. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. The hotline for your mind, 657-390-7391 is the number. I see you, Auntie. Y'all be sure to check out her page, Rollin Reviews. Great conversation there. She does all the reviews. So be sure to check her out. Check out her content on her YouTube page. Let's go. We got Big Rob in the house. You live.
What's going on, Lo?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me.
You know I got to call in, man, because you had me crying, laughing again when you got the Eagle dude called in and said, you don't know who this is. You slapped him off the rip. He calling in, trying to critique our team when his was in trash.
Right.
No. Man, I've been looking around at I see a lot of the Washington YouTubers, Philadelphia YouTubers, talking about the Cowboys. Y'all ain't, I don't know why I'm saying that. They ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Got nothing else to talk about. And it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, it's been a minute for us. We have not touched that Lombardi trophy in all that long time. But you could clearly say to yourself, they need to hush, because if they have not caught up with us, then they just need to hush. You know, that's the reality of it.
Yeah, but you had me crying, laughing when you told him. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Stockholm syndrome.
See,
yeah.
That's what.
I mean, they fall in love with the person that kidnapped them, right? They fall in love with the abuser, you know. and it was going over his head the entire time.
Hey, I don't know why they call in, boy. They just get thrown in the ditch and rolled over, and they'll call in again. But I be listening to old Rome, man. Rome be giving them the business too. They be calling over there with that craziness.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check out his show, man. I'm going to check out Rome, and maybe we can do a partner show together. But what you got for this episode?
Well, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that there now. Yes,
oh, yeah.
Sir. But what I got for this show, man, is everybody worried about diet. I trust the trainers. Man, this is a $1 billion organization. Don't you know they got the fitness to get this man right?
Right.
I'm trusting what they say. During all these other guys, they just do, like Ron said, they make up stuff because that's what get clicks for them. That's all that about. It ain't about, like, that's when I come to listen to you, Mark Holmes,
right?
Ron. Y'all bring the real stuff out the Cowboys. It ain't about clicks and all that. Y'all bringing the real deal because y'all love them like I do. But I ain't gonna hold you up, no. I just want to call and tell you how you be having me laughing, man. I don't think if I ain't in the chat box, I don't watch you every day now. I just don't call in because I get other people time to call in.
No doubt, man. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Big Rob, man. You have a good one.
You too, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Good call from him. Yeah. We got the 956, the lunatic. You're live.
Law, Cowboys Nation, buenas tardes. Once again, we are getting ready for a prime time. Prime time. Let me tell it for the haters again. Prime time. See, NFL knows Cowboys run the NFL. And guess who we got, old Cousins?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Washington, for that terrible mistake about Cousins. But we know what he is. We know what he is in primetime games.
Yeah.
Just like any quarterback. You put pressure on him, he worries, he cuts it short, and guess who he has as a left tackle this game?
Who?
A rookie. Christian Darrisaw. Yeah, he looked good, but guess who he's going to go up against? If they don't chip me, I'm getting home. That's who he's going up against.
That shoulder blade can dip. Look at that shoulder blade can just dip. Ooh.
That's right.
You're going to be crazy getting off that edge. Yeah.
You got Randy there. They've got weakness in the interior. This is one of those games where Dan Quinn might say, Micah, let's bring some pressure up the middle there. Let's test that interior O-line where their weakness at, and let's get Kirk. Oh, get those fancy feet. Dancing feet. Throw it away short. Dalvin Cook, he can try to run all he wants. Our defense will match it. It's a home game for the whatever the hell the Skulls are.
Skulls.
I love those Viking fans. The Skulls. I'm like, what the hell's a skull? But anyway, get excited, Cowboys Nation. Keep that energy. Halloween night, we're gonna keep the party going. It may be closer than we want just because it's gonna be a home game for the Vikings, but it doesn't matter. Don't panic, Cowboys Nation. If Dak is limited tomorrow, if he's limited on Thursday, and he'll be a full participant on Friday, no need to rush him back. We know what we got in for. So we know he'll be ready for the game. Let's get it. Keep that big Dak energy. Tell all them haters. 6-1. 6-1. Puro pinche Cowboys. Thank you, Law.
Appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, man. That's the lunatic, man. All right, we got the 252. What's with you? 252 5 4 3 2 305. You're live.
What up, Nation? What's up, Cowboys Nation? Shout out to all the Cowboys fans. Real quick, though, Law, I'm gonna let you talk, but I have some questions for you. First question, I want to know what you think about Everson Griffin's tweet about how he's looking forward to playing those Cowboys. You know what I'm saying, this weekend, but I don't think he really knows what he's in for. And also, I think Dak's gonna be fine. I think Dak, I think we'll see something similar to what we saw with Tampa. I think we'll see a lot of quick passes, little quick screens, stuff like that. So he's not really moving that much, just throwing. And the second question I have, besides the Everson Griffin question, I wanted to know what you think about Donovan Wilson. Do you think this might be his breakout game for this year? He's kind of been hurt, battling injuries, but I think it's going to be his breakout game. I don't know what game it was last year that we broke out, but I think it was this game when we played Minnesota with that hit. And then, everybody just started coming to play at the end. What do you think, Law?
All right, so first and foremost, and great series of questionings there. I think that I heard from the Vikings people that he was just talking about he's just so happy to play on Sunday, on a Sunday night on prime time. It wasn't no direct message to the Cowboys, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, right. So I'm like, yeah, right. Now he just trying to moonwalk, Hey, they just trying to moonwalk, and us, we just looking for any edge. Sometimes you looking for that person, Yeah, subliminal. Back in the days we used to play baddest man touch my hand, that type of stuff, and draw a line in the sand. You cross that sand, it's me and you. We gonna get it in, Hey, put a leaf on your shoulder. Yeah, we know what was about to happen. He knew what was going on. Yeah.
He didn't show up.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah, so our team, we looked at that as an assault, So we ain't gonna let them off the hook. Well, I said, no, don't try to moonwalk back. I don't hear Thriller on this one. So they trying to moonwalk back a little bit. But the other questioning about Donovan Wilson, he's versatile in the sense because he can play inside the box or he can play at the free roll. And I look at it like, man, if you got a guy like Donovan who you can now say, okay, we got C-gap control. Oh, excuse me, we're going to now put you in the deeper thirds. Oh, we want you to come down and play that big nickel as well. That's more versatility that we have now. Now, of course, J-Ron Kerr's been playing lights out as that primarily strong safety, but what J-Ron Kerr can't do is you can't flip J-Ron Kerr to play that free. See, Donovan, now you can do mixed packages, so you got more packages. And he played with the New England, he played against New England the week before, but I believe now he get a little bit more time, and you will see some blitz packages. Yeah, he got the jelly bellies out, so you'll see more of Donovan Wilson in this game as well.
True that. All right, Law, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Let's go. Good call from him from the 305. He kept it live over here, baby. All right, so we got the 504. What you got for this episode?
Hey, Brother Law, how you doing?
All is well.
My name is Leonard. I'm calling from New Orleans, and I got to listen to all this foolishness that's down here. And I'm a Cowboy fan. I've been one since I was 7 years old. And, hey, win, lose, or draw, I go down with them. So, hey, I'm just hoping that we continue. I take it a game at a time. I ain't talking Super Bowl. I'm taking a game at a time.
Right.
And I'm gonna support them regardless, win, lose, or draw.
Right.
Everything I wear in New Orleans now is blue. Always got a star on it.
I can't wait till I go back down there. Oh my goodness, New Orleans is nice. I like going and get those hand grenades, you know.
Hey, D-Law, if you come down here, bro, if you come down here, call me, bro.
Hold on real tight. I got my book right here because you know I'm from Natchez, dog. We used to drive up there all the time. Essence, you know, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Hey,
yeah,
bro, take my number down.
Let me see, 504. I ain't gonna say the rest of it.
Yeah, well, but look, that's my work number.
Oh, that's your work number. Okay, I can't call you at work. Hey, no, just text me at 682-214.
Hold on a second.
Hey, y'all, this is networking that's going on right about now. You know.
682. 682.
214.
214.
4087.
Gotcha. Leonard, bro. I'm gonna text you, and when you come down, let me know, bro. We're gonna hang out for a little while.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot, definitely gonna come down. You know, that's like the backyard right there.
Say, bro, I listen to you every day. Yeah. I finally got a chance to get in and call, but guess what? Hey, I'm enjoying it.
What ward you from, man?
No, I'm from the West Bank. The West Bank.
Okay.
Bank. I ain't from the wards. West Bank.
Oh, you West?
Outside
Okay.
of New Orleans.
Okay, but it still go down though. I appreciate you so much, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
That's good.
I'm gonna send it to you.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. I mean, he said he gonna take one step at a time. One step at a time, and I like that. You know, day by day. He's not looking at the Vikings. He's looking at, okay, today is Tuesday. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I can't wait till Wednesday. Then Wednesday is over with. I like that. I just wish. I like that feeling because that's how I used to be back in the day. Just take it one day at a time. But since I'm doing this, content, we got to talk about futures dates. But he got my type of mentality. All right, so we have Coach Dave. You're live.
No, what it do?
Nothing too much, man. Nothing much, man. What you got going on?
Man, this is the good old Coach Dave, man. I'm going to start the segment by trick or treat. The Vikings lose to them boys in defeat.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm like that, you know what I mean? And let me put the disclaimer out. I am a Dalvin Cook fan because Florida State is my favorite college football team. But coming up against them boys, man, yeah, he could get cooked up, all right.
Yeah.
He could get cooked up. And I'm just going to say to the Cowboy Nation and to the NFL Nation, everybody relax. Dak is fine. Just relax because here's the trick. You might think he hurt, but the treat is when he go 80 yards to CD or my man Coop, y'all just that's the treat. That's the treat. So, you know, everybody relax, man. You know what I mean? You're doing a wonderful job as always, Law. Love your show. Listen to you almost every day.
Oh, I love it.
And yeah, man, keep that thing rolling, man. Keep that thing rolling.
I appreciate it so much, man, Coach Dave. So since you're talking about Dalvin Cook, you think that we shut down the run is just over, right? Over.
Yeah. Like Don Meredith used to say on Monday Night Football, the party's over.
Sing it, Coach. Yeah. I can't wait, man. Hey, I know it's too early to give score predictions, so what I'm going to do is Friday, man. Be sure to call back in Friday so we can get a score prediction.
For sure.
Most certainly, Coach. Appreciate you so much, fam.
Appreciate you, man.
It's a good call from Coach. All right. Hey, anybody else call in? You know, the phone line for your mind is 657-390-7391. That is the hotline for your mind. Lock in Friday. We'll do score prediction. That would be a good time to do that. And then I try real hard to go live every day, but I know for sure Friday we should be live on that day doing some type of conversational piece. And then Saturday, what I got going on Saturday? I do my some type of morning show. And then Sunday is going to be, oh, my gosh, this is a night show. If it's Sunday, Cowboy Nation, I want everybody, if you got some time, just call in Monday. Go ahead and take your day off Monday, And if you got to work Sunday, call in, I want you guys to be here watching the game, supporting this team, and supporting this stream, too, because we'll be live. Speaking of live, we got Glenn. He's live. Glenn Law, you live.
Hey, what's good, Law?
Hey, everything.
All right, great show as usual. So I'm looking at this game coming up, and I think this is going to be a really good test for our defense.
Yeah.
And, just like your last caller said, I didn't realize how good Dalvin Cook was until he came into the league and started tearing it up. And I know he tore up his knee. But I also remember, I think it was a Sunday night game, maybe you can correct me, a couple years ago, he kind of torched us too. I think at the time our defensive line was in shambles, but I'm a little, I don't want to say concerned, because I think we do need this test. I think the defensive line is much improved as far as the Cowboys are concerned. The one thing I'm anxious to see, and I want to get your take on this, Minnesota, from what I remember, they do a really good job in their play action pass, right? Because they don't want Cousins. They don't want Cousins just dropping back in the traditional sense, because he's no good. What they want to do is run effectively and then bootleg and play action for some deep cuts with Thielen and Jefferson.
Right.
So my question to you is, do you think this defensive line will be disciplined enough to be able to maintain gaps and stay at home? Because there are going to be a lot of bootlegs and screen passes, and a lot of eye candy. I want to get your take.
Well, they do a wonderful job of establishing the run to set up for those play action plays. Just to be fair with everybody, even if it's a Viking fan somehow watching, Kirk Cousins got an arm. There's nobody on this planet that can say, well, he don't have an arm. He got a cannon. Right. He can throw a deep ball like no other. And his receiver, OJ, I think he's got a receiver, OJ, on his team. He also have a guy by the name of Justin Jefferson, and as well as Thielen. Those guys can get up under that ball. Now, Thielen is not as fast as Jefferson, but Thielen is a big, possessive type of wide receiver. And the thing is, once he get going, it's troubling for the opposition. So our best threat will be to shut down the run, jump up with a lead, and if we can do that, that play action will be less impactful. And I think that you got to give him the two deep safety look. Originally, you're going to have to stop. You got to create pressure with front four.
Totally agree. Totally agree. The one thing, and I will leave you with this. The one thing I'm a little concerned with is I just don't want. I know our defensive line, they're real amped up to get sacks and to get pressure, which is good.
Right.
I think first down for our defense is critical. We have to win on first, 3 yards and hold Minnesota to 3 yards or less. But if they start getting like 5 yards on first down, 4 or 5 yards, then we're going to be, I think, a little susceptible to some of that eye candy.
Facts.
Whether it's, again, bootleg, play action pass, and screen.
Yeah.
So, my key to the game, and I don't know, we'll revisit this next week. Hopefully the Cowboys can take this one, is do we win on first down? And I think if we win on first down on defense, I think we got this game, because Kirk Cousins is not the kind of quarterback that, he's not a truck where you can say, get on my back, and he'll take us to victory. But we'll see. So keep my fingers crossed.
Did you watch the Cardinals game? That's a good game to watch, the Vikings versus the Cardinals.
I didn't get a chance to see that. I did not.
Well, let me just gloss over right quick before you go. They jumped up real quickly. It was 20-7. The Cards fought themselves back into the game, and they fooled around. And at the end of the quarter, they jumped up. They got the lead, and Kirk Cousins, the score was like 31-33, something like that. No, 33-34. That was the final score. But he had every chance and opportunity when they kicked the field goal to get their team in field goal range, because at the end of the day, they had 4 minutes left on the clock. The score 33-34. And he couldn't get that ball down the field, because what they did was the Cards said, okay, we're going to eliminate the deep ball, and we're going to make sure we give you everything underneath. And Kirk Cousins kept ramming his head into the wall of, I'm not trusting my running back anymore. We're going to try to take the deep pass, and it's 3 and outs. And that's one of the things that Mike Zimmer just said: penalties and not getting the third down plays. Those are issues that the Vikings are having. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. They don't get those for some reason. He always go for the big chunk. Instead of getting a flat pass, he go for, if it's 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 8, he's going for the 15-yarder downfield, and that's his issue.
You're absolutely right, Law, and I think at the end of the day, that's why our defense has to win on first down to get Cousins behind on the sticks, because Kirk Cousins' biggest problem, you're totally right, he's got a cannon for an arm. But his number one problem is his mental, right? Between the ears. That's where Kirk Cousins usually self-destructs. But we'll see. I'll talk to you next week. Love the show. Great content as always.
Thank you, Glenn Law. Good guy. Yeah, good guy. All right, so anybody else? 657-390-7391. Great call so far, man. Everybody keeping it on the topic, and I really appreciate that. Thank everybody for tuning in. None of that trash conversation, no detractors in the chat. I love it. I love seeing it. So the mods are doing a great job. And we are all here just to listen in and talk about Cowboys. It's good today. Vikings D-line is dangerous. Let me go back and make an observation on that one. And I really appreciate you for saying that. When we look at the Vikings defensive line, we got to admit this right here. They're pretty much tied for first place in sacks. And what they do is, it's not one person that sticks out. They get pressure, they get sacks, they get to the quarterback from multiple areas, from the linebacker, from shooting through the B gap. Hey, they got twist stunts where they got a guy streaming in through the A gap, and they play a good deed of sea control. This defense is a well-coached defense, and I like seeing that from, this organization, especially when you think about it. All right, so we got the 469. What's on your mind?
What up, Lau? What up, man?
Talk to me, man.
Doing, bro?
Not much,
Appreciate
man.
you, man. Well, I'm just going to want to call in and ask you a few questions, bro. Have you had a chance to rewatch the Vikings versus the Cowboys game from last year?
I didn't watch it all the way through. What you got? What you got from it?
Well, I just wanted to just go over a few things that I've seen that we probably gonna have to deal with this game. On the offensive side during that game, Andy Dalton had a lot of bad throws. So of course, with Dak being back, we're gonna fix that issue. So I'm not too much worried about that. Running, man, we had a hard time running up the middle against the Vikings. I don't know what it is about their middle, but TP and Zeke seem to kind of struggle with the middle. But running to the outside right outside, easy money. TP, he broke that 42-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter on that right side. So just be on the lookout for Layell and see.
I do know that we were behind, but when he broke that, when he bust that thing wide open, we took the lead in that. But I do know that a lot of people think that we just kind of like blew them out, and that wasn't the case nor the scenario.
Nah, it was a hard fought game. If you go back and watch that game was hard fought. You just brought up my next point because I know you used to on your other show you used to bring up the point about Kellen Moore not being in his bag, like having those unstoppable plays, them go-to plays.
Right.
Well, the pitch play that I think it was the Giants game that he called to end the game, to seal the game, was the pitch to pitch from Zeke to TP, right?
Right. Facts.
Kellen Moore did that same. He did that same play last year against the Vikings, man, to give us the lead. He did it on a 2-point conversion. Go back and watch the play, man. And the difference was what makes it so genius and unstoppable. He switched TP with CD. He put CD in the back.
Okay.
So he had CD in the back with Zeke, and he ran the option. Zeke pitched it to CD. CD ran it in. And CD had a monster game, man. Like, as far as receiving and running, CD killed him. He killed him on the ground, and Kellen lined CD up in the backfield a lot and ran him and handed him the ball. So that seemed to be something that worked a lot as well. So on the offensive side, it seemed like we won't have too many problems. The biggest thing that I seen on the offensive side was that last 2-minute drive. If you go back and watch that game, I promise you, man, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it, man. It was so pretty, the way that Kellen Moore just called the plays. I can't even believe I'm saying this. Andy Dalton, he was on point. There was no drops. Even the last play he called to take the lead, man, it was just like, it was beautiful. So if you got some time, just go back and watch those.
I'm going to go back and watch it without a critical eye and just going to watch it naturally without looking for anything. And I'll let you know if you call back, I'll let you know like how I really feel about that game.
Let me tell you about the defense before I let you go. On the defensive side, we handled Cook pretty well. The only issue is he had a lot of big runs to that left side. So so I know on that left side we got Randy. So I don't see that happening as much this game, but I think we're gonna have some trouble with that right side. So hopefully, we have lined up on the right side. Hopefully they be aware that Cook gonna be probably coming to that side a lot. And Tito and AB, man, they was getting their lunch money taken all game from like Eaglin and Jeff. Man, it was tragic, man. So I know Diggs is gonna probably follow one and trail one of them, but AB might have some issues with Eaglin or Jefferson. So that's pretty much what I could notice out of that game. So hopefully, Kellen, he looked at that game too and corrected a lot of those things. I think the biggest change is, of course, having Dak back. We're here having having him back is going to open up our playbook a lot. We ran a lot of 11 personnel out of that game, of course, because we had Gallup. But, with the 12 personnel, I want to see how the Vikings got to deal with that too, because, out of their 12, we run a lot to the outside if you do. So that's gonna be open, man. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for calling in.
And you know what? Before I let you go, Law, all that stuff I said at the end of the day, we the big jokers.
Oh yeah.
We play stage,
yeah.
Know what I mean? So explain that to everybody, but we the big jokers. All right, Joe.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. That's the animal, man. Hey, he said a lot. I didn't watch that. I can only recall that game from last year a little bit, and that's why I said, I knew that we were down, and when Tony Pollard made that big run, he was able to get us that lead, and I'm quite sure that fumble, that big hit from Donovan, that was great. That's a great play, and then I think that Donovan Wilson also had a sack in that game. Donovan Wilson was the star of that game, by the way. And what he's saying is true. We're not sleeping on anybody. This is not a trap game, by the way. And it's foolish for anybody to think that it's a trap game when you got a clear top 5 offense that you're facing. They 5 in passing, and they're the leading team in sacks and that's with a week off, and Chicago is in second place in that category. We'll be foolish. We wouldn't know football if we say, this is a trap game. Anybody that says it's a trap game, they really don't know football. So if you go to somebody's page and say, this is a trap game, keep moving. Just keep moving because they don't know football. Trap game would be if we playing against the Detroit Lions. They 0-7, by the way. That would be a trap game. Whereas you go in and say, I rest this guy. I don't need to play up to full strength. Those are considered trap games, by the way. Not a team that is like the Vikings. They got high metrics. They got well coached over there. That's just not how football works, by the way. But neither here nor there. 7-7-0, what do you know? Going once, twice, 7-7-0.
Hello?
Yeah. What's good? Is that a Georgia number, right?
What's up? This is Jay Cowboy from them Georgia Hitters, dog.
Georgia Hitters, let me save you into this thing, Jay. Just give me 1 second,
Okay.
Jay Cowboy, Georgia Hitters. Man, what you got for this episode, man?
Hey, man, first of all, I want to say championship teams don't believe in trap games.
There you go.
we prepare for everybody the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're a championship team and you thinking of a trap game, then you ain't prepared. I seen Tom Brady playing in preseason. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. But I just want to say I enjoy your show, man. You represent well. You got good content.
Appreciate it.
You're a good brother.
Thank you.
I like what you say. But them Georgia Hitters going to be down there for that Falcons game.
Okay.
We're going to be ready.
Okay, I got a few other people that said they hit me up and said, hey, I'm coming all the way from Georgia because that's where I'm from. And let me see, what was her name? She called herself Georgia Peach, G.A. Peach. On Instagram.
Yeah, that's my sister.
That's your sister.
That's my sister.
Okay, it's a small world. It's G.A. Peach.
Yeah, she in the Hitters family.
Oh, so she gonna be down here. Some more people hit me up, man. I said, like, okay, y'all finna look. I don't know what parties we gonna have, but I'm quite sure that she already got with the hitters that's out here, and y'all finna just make a party out of a party. So I'm gonna be there. By the way, wherever y'all at, I'm gonna be there, man.
Okay, bro. I just want to say you're a good brother, man. I appreciate the show, and you got a real show.
Appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much. J Cowboy G Hitter, man. Appreciate you, fam. That's what I'm talking about from the 770. I love it, man. Look, we got a big old family, man. Big old family. That's what I like to hear. Give me 1 second. Yeah. We got the 240. What's good with you? 240.
What's going on with you, Lord Nation? How you feeling today, Steve?
Doing great, man. Talk to me.
Man, there's a lot of decisions Will McClendon got to do coming up soon, man.
Yeah.
Folks will have to go.
Who got to go?
We got Carter. Folks will have to. We got to let some folks go. Because we got D-Law coming back soon. Mm-hmm. We got Carter coming in now. Mm-hmm. We're going to have Hill, they talking about he's supposed to be working out or supposed to be doing something shortly. Then we still got Mike coming in, the receiver. It's going to be some choices. We got to let some folks go. Ball, they talking about he's supposed to be getting healthy.
Yeah.
Our defense is tightening it up, and we ain't even been in full health, have we? We have D-Law been out since, week 1?
Facts.
And our defense is what tops down. We look at defense now from where we are now to where we was at last year. I think we cut almost 8 to 10 points. And that's all we needed for our offense, if we could get a stop. Because last year we couldn't stop. We couldn't stop a nosebleed. Now once we get a stop and we go up.
The conference has been locked.
They get to trying to rush. Mm-hmm. And number 7 would just be waiting. Sitting back like a black cat at night. Just sitting back watching. He get burnt out there, though. Yeah. He get yards put on him, but he just be waiting. Baiting them in. We looking at something special going on. and they never been healthy on defense. That's the funniest thing about it. But is it true? Because I was listening to the Junkies and G-Bag Nation, and they were talking about there's no salary cap for coaches. Is that correct?
I've been preaching that for a couple of years now. There's no salary cap as it relates to coaching.
Right. So if Jerry don't come around this year and tell Moore and Quinn, bring them on in there and they smoke good cigars and drink good cognac, and just tell them, let's just ride this thing out for at least 3 years. Because the bank that I'm going to pay you, Alabama, New England, whoever else is looking for a coach right now is not going to pay them. That Jerry going to pay you.
Right. Facts.
You know. So it's, you know, so if Jerry don't do that, we got to put his face up there, have him lean forward.
Definitely. But I might tell him to hit shame. Yeah, I might just hit the shame button on Jerry. I can't do Jerry like that. But you know how they go.
You got to lean forward, Jerry, or his son.
I tell the son. Tell the son.
Some may have to take it for daddy. Some may have to take it for daddy, you know. But he don't have to, because there's no way that we making it right now, and we letting folks go. We haven't even seen what Cox could do yet.
Right.
Well, I think what Wilson finally getting on the field. He getting a little time now since the safety on went out there and caught a DUI. We could sit him back for a minute and see what was a hooker.
Yeah, they need to do this some type of internal punishment with KZ.
Yeah.
And whatever it may be, I don't know, you know, whether or not he can get off on it, because it is what it is, Class B misdemeanor. Nobody's hurt, nobody injured. I'm glad you brought that up, by the way, because did you hear the story? Did you hear the storyline of Patrick Chon today?
No, what that?
Look, let me see if I can find it right quick. Retired ex-New England Patriots safety Patrick Chung charged with an assault and battery of family member. I don't think that anybody on the Four Ladder Network is going to do this particular, and I know this is on ESPN, but I don't think any of the talking heads are going to talk about this. Just charged with an assault and battery of a family member. But I can only imagine if it was a Dallas Cowboys player, whether or not he retired or not, it would have been all over the four corners of the world by now. It would have had everybody, even people from Mars and the Uranus and everywhere else, Saturn. They'd be like, hey, did you hear what the Cowboys player did, you know?
Yeah, they've been on SmackDown.
Yeah. But I appreciate you so much, bro. I appreciate you so much, bro. What's your name, fam?
But Ford from Maryland, man.
Ford. Okay, let me put your name in here. I don't know why I didn't say it last time.
Man, but that's all I wanted to say. If Jerry don't sign them two guys, everybody else, you know, I like the line coach, because what that offensive line coach did was incredible. You know, because we came into the game thinking we can't get our offensive line hurt.
Right.
And they come around, Collins ain't doing right. You know, we got to, you know, he out for 5 weeks trying to pay somebody. Come on, nigga, take the piss.
Yeah.
Unless you just off something. I mean, weed is legal now.
Yeah.
Randy Gregory, you know that's, unless you doing something else, but you too big and you too talented. Right now, I put him at guard. He always signed for a year anyway. I put him right at guard right now and just let him bulldog his way right on through, and we'll have a tough line and play with that center. What we got, he young. That's the hardest position on the line, is being the center.
Yeah.
Because you got a whole lot going on. You the quarterback of everything down there with their hands in the ground.
You touch the ball 100% of the time. Nobody will touch the ball more than you.
Yes, nobody else. Exactly. So right now, I mean, we just got to take the bitter with the sweet with him. But he's a dog too, though. But he's growing up with that. But yeah, I will put him at guard and leave still where he at right now, because he's a stellar foundation right now, and they look at that money. And, you know, Jerry about money. He's saving a whole lot of money this year.
Whole lot of money, man.
It'd be nice, Jerry.
But I appreciate you for it, man. I'm gonna have to bounce up out of here, man. But appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good call from
You have a nice
Ford.
one.
D Ford. Appreciate you so much for calling in. I thank everybody for participating in this episode, especially those who called in. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank everybody, man, for being part of this episode. It's been a long one. It's been a good one. I cannot believe I lasted this long without stopping. With only look. I got to give you guys another commercial break. Come on.
Shouting out my partners at The Game Day. The Game Day is a new sports and sports betting media company built for today's fans. Check out the link in my bio or my community tab for all their great content, and head to their website, thegameday.com, for the latest sportsbook promos, betting tips, expert picks, and sportsbook app reviews.
Excellent.
Thank you, everybody, man. It's a pleasure. It is wonderful, man. And be sure to check them out. The information is in the description box. We will be live a little later on tonight. The final word, by the way. So I can't wait. I'm going to refresh myself, give me something to eat. And then we'll be back. We'll be back with the final word today. So be sure to check in. Shout out to my guy, Boss Cowboy, the OC, and Big Game James. I want everybody to understand this, Cowboy Nation. And I can't just leave you guys without my final word here. I can't just leave. Y'all know how this thing go. But we talk about this each and every time. The reshaping of your mind. Understanding this right here, Cowboy Nation. I recall that people said that the Cowboys would be 0-2. I recall that people said that Dak Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott, Elite Dak Prescott, by the way. That's his new name. Check his birth certificate. It got Elite in front of his name. That he would never throw another pass. Right? I mean, that compound fracture, he won't be doing these type of numbers. And if you think about it, hear me out, Cowboy Nation, collectively speaking, that if this was any other quarterback, every single week they'd be talking about, look at this guy going against the odds. The man that lost his mother, the man that lost his brother, the man that got laid out like Family Guy last year. And all he's doing is putting up great numbers, not good numbers. It would have been total pandemonium if it was anybody else. But since it's Dak Prescott, they kind of glossing over it a little bit, and that's okay. Like I said, there's never been a statue erected for a critic, right? There's no awards for them, for the pundits. There's no awards for those who sully and ridicule and talk down upon a man. If Dak Prescott was playing a guy like Pat Mahomes right now, boy, can y'all understand what will be happening right now? But Dak Prescott is playing on a high level. I tell people all the time, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you would simply, just simply, go after the thing you want, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish or fame, or sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dark and grim, and besieged and beset it, with the help of Almighty, you will get it, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. It's time to roll. Ready.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me
Hey,
and nobody's like
brought
me.
to
Phone
you
ringing and I
by,
tell 'em it's-
dare I say, Graphic Zone HD, my dog 100. Brand.
Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a
veteran.
Deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up and wait till I. Old producers saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy line. Chalk it up. Talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause the hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell them it's ice. I got wifey on blinging she ice.
Shout out to all of the people that made the donation. JD, I see your Nobles rolling. The Lando Show. Donna. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's go. Shout out to everybody who subscribed.
I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today. Thought it'd take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know.
Law's the realest, baby. Go ask your cousins and Boogie and Ray Ray and them. Come on. Oh.
Now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food.
Come on.
Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled.
Lean forward a little bit.
Get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my
Come on.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me.
Come on.
Ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging she freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. G's. No. Please. No photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging she freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. G's. No. Please. No photos.
Hey, come on, Cowboy Nation. It's time to get crunk. Hey, this the outro, baby. This is me closing the show. Yeah, come on. What we tell them? Run up a check.
I ran up a check, I might do it again.
Might do it again.
Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend.
No reason to pretend.
I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso.
Appreciate you, James, baby.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll.
Time to go, baby.
Peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what?
Come on.
Add it up. Told her if it's on me, everything
baby.
is on me. Go back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not.
I want to hear that. That was easy. Where is it?
That was easy. I'm a cop of farm and go act up.
Cowboy Nation. Cowboy Nation. If you watching all the way to this point and you have not subscribed to the Nation and you not sharing this content, let them know.
I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll.
Oh, come on, baby.
Peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what?
Hey.
Add it up. Told her if it's on me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Come on, baby.
Told her if it's on me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me.
Come on.
Why you hating
Break dance
on me?
with Low
It's not
Nation, baby.
adding up.
Hey. Y'all know I had that move, baby. Y'all know I had that move right there, baby. Let's go. Let's slow it down a little bit so we can stop breaking dancing. Hey. Ho. That boy move, boy. That boy move, that boy. Oh, come on, baby. You can only imagine what I was doing when I was in my teens. And then when I was in my 20s, it was over with.
Track of my cigarette, breathe me out, breathe you in.
Come on, come on. Come on. The lamb jersey. The lamb jersey, baby.
Save the last bite for you.
gonna be given away. And I ain't talking about Walmart jersey, though. No. Y'all get that prime time pro shop feel. Hey, perusing through the pro shop, Hey, come on. Come on. It's a party, baby, on our way out. Be sure to hit that like button. Appreciate the donations. Shout out to you, Sam. Hey. Yeah.
7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Come on. All you gotta do is make the donation to help elevate the nation. The Cash App link. It's in the description box. But we tell them,
don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
Don't let those street lights hit you, baby.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Get them lights up, that's right.
Don't let
tell you Dallas Cowboys.
lights hit you. Can I be your
You can be winning one of them lambs.
I'll follow wherever you go.
Come on.
Whatever you do.
But we tell them, play the tune.
If a paper crane
Appreciate you.
then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly,
Appreciate you, Marvin.
doesn't feel that
Appreciate you.
far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
This was one of the lucky winners, my dog right here. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Giving you a big thanks. Here's my jersey. I received it on Saturday. And a big shout out to Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys because you are my favorite team. Go Cowboys, and let's win a Super Bowl this year. We them boys, yeah! All Nation, thank you very much and love you. God bless. And God bless the whole Cowboys organization. And God bless Micah Parsons. Let's do big things this year. Let's go Cowboys! Yay!
Let's go, baby. Appreciate you, Daryl. Appreciate you so much. That's been my time. Let's get on out of here. Really appreciate you guys. Thank everybody who donated. Your name is entered into the drawings. Let's go.
But there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that.
Let's stay
Because
focused,
you don't know
baby.
who you're gonna meet.
We out. Come on. Sugar Daddy, I see ya. Shout out to you, Bigelow. Dildred, appreciate you. Choctaw, just hit that rewind button. We got you. Sally, love you. Appreciate you for all of the stars. I really do play this to relax my mind.
Because you
I'm a
don't
high
know
energy guy.
Can't finish your 4-year degree. It's taking you 12 years because you're doing everything. You're starting stuff and you ain't finished it. I want to teach you how to start and finish. More stuff comes to you when you execute, son. I'm not asking you to cut it off for me. Cut that doggone football game off. It ain't doing nothing for you. They making millions, you not. Cut off the TV, son.
Actively seek collaboration. We talked about that. All right? I need y'all to work with each other. Right? Why? The dish is a D personality and I, a S, a C. When you have all four working together, it's unbelievable. I need y'all to work together. Right? Great things in business are never done by one person. None of us is as smart as all of us. If you don't get nothing
Let's
else,
work
can you
together,
get that
baby.
one? None of us is as smart as all of us. Care how deep you think you are. None of us is smarter than all of us. Some of y'all, you so cocky, you so arrogant, your ego is so, people come in the room, you feeling, I do this, I do that, I do. Don't nobody care what you do. What can we do together? What can we build together? What legacy can we leave together?
Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get that 100,000, baby.
Jump.
Subscribers.
Come on, jump already.
Jump.
Why? Why are you concerned about what they think? Stop worrying about what could go wrong and think about what could go right. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Jump. There you go. Believe. Believe that you can. Come on, there you go. Believe that you will. Come on, believe that you must. Look, there you go. Doesn't it feel like freedom? Doesn't it feel like life? Doesn't it feel like you're finally getting to the place that you want, doing the things you want? Come on, there you go. There you go. I can. There you go. I will. There you go. I must. Man, I'm so proud of you. Yes, shake them off. Shake them off. Yep, shake off those thoughts. Shake them off. Shake off those people. Shake it off. Shake off that negativity. Shake it off. Now go. Go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it, baby.
You made a commitment. Somebody came to your living room. Somebody came to your house. Somebody came to your school, and they recruited you. You owe them. You owe them your best. No excuses. You are adult men now. You're not kids no more. You're an adult male now. You owe. Somebody worked hard to give you what you have. You at least owe them what you said you was going to give them. No more. I'm not asking for no more. But whatever you told coach and the coaching staff you was going to do it. Girlfriend or no girlfriend. Do it. Tired or not tired. Do it. You said you was going to do it out your mouth. You a man now. And a man is only as good as his word, not his emotions. Your emotions don't win championships.
It's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Until next time, DC for life.
When things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working,
Cowboys up.
but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be, who you're going to be.